Hey everyone, today I'm presenting you the Resolume plugin Optical Wheel version 2. For this, we're gonna use this loop from VFXartShop, this loop from LAC from Resolume shop, and the actual plugin that I'm gonna present you now. So let's start from scratch. First thing first, load the plugin from the Effect tab by just setting NSO, like NS optical wheel. And here we go. Here we've got the size of the generation, like this. We've got the softness of the line, the softness of the circles, position X and Y, the mask that's gonna bring the video underneath, the softness of the mask. You can invert invert the mask at any time. Sorry. Sorry for this. Um, Here we've got different setup for the lines and the circle. As you can see, you've got different section, one for circles, one for the vortex, one for the texture, and one for the alpha. I'm just disabling everything for now, and let's go step by step. Here you've got the speed of the line. You can control it in different way. So you got the speed, or you can control the rotation itself. Here you've got the frequencies, and here you've got the another offset. When you activate the circles, you can see the lines are broke with a different like one circle on two. You've got uh, a different sense of the rotation, and here you can control it like so. So let's start from there. You can control the speed here, control the movement here, control the frequency of one circle, like one circle style, the frequency of the second circle style or second circle group, the offset 1 and the offset 2. Then you've got the circles here. The same, you can control by speed or by position. Speed is usually used for the dashboard and controlling with a MIDI controller. And the offset, you can use it for the like BPM, timeline, or the audio input. Very handy. Here you go the frequencies. The frequencies. And then you can apply a vertex on it. So here you go the speed of the vortex progression, sorry. Here you've got the vortex position. Here you go the vortex frequency. And here's the vortex intensity, like this. And then you've got the width of the distortion, like so. So we've got maximum width and minimum. Once you've got that like this, you can apply a shadow on the distortion. That's make a kind of you can make a kind of bump effect with that. And here you can choose if you apply this shadow on the distorted part or on the non-distorted part. So here the shadow is applied on the non-distorted part, but if you switch it, you will see the distorted part is getting like shadow. It's make kind of death effect. It's quite interesting. You can play with the wave, the intensity. All right. Let's reset it. Oops. Yeah, when you've got the shadow applied on and you switch off the vortex, you can have a black screen. So just be careful of that. All right. Then you can apply a texture deformation on it. So you need to have uh, a video input, and then you will see by applying the distortion, you're gonna see the loop here, distorting the pattern here. And you can load the texture on the black part of the pattern, or applying it on the white part of the pattern, like so. Or you can apply on everything, and then you can influence the rotation of the pattern. You can apply it on the texture, like so, which makes something like this. So it can be a bit complex to control. Need a bit of habit to use it. And it's usually better to understand when you've got less frequency. So let's drop back a part of the pattern here, and here we go. All right. Here you go, different style to distort it. So as you can see here, the texture is actually distorted by the white or black color of the pattern, but you can distorting it by the circles, like odd and even circles, like this. And so now you've got on one of two of the circles, the texture is going rotating by left or rotating by right. And if you drop back the pattern on it, so you've got the texture that following correctly uh, the distortion, not the distortion, sorry, the pattern, like this. Here you go. So yeah, it's a bit tricky to use it. It need more preset and a bit of time to handle it correctly. But once you got it, you can make some very nice effect. At any time, you can disable the texture by clicking here. You can activate the vortex and having some distortion on it. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Up. Then you've got the opacity section or alpha section. So for this, let's remove the texture here. So you can turn the shadow of the vortex that we can see here. Let's use it like that. Yeah. And you can turn this black shadow into an alpha shadow. So you're gonna see the texture underneath instead of black, and you can play with it like so. If the shadow is set to off, you won't see anything. You need to turn on the shadow and then turn on the alpha shadow. Then you can turn on the alpha pattern. So it's mean all the black part of the pattern gonna be alpha, like so. And you've got the input alpha. It mean the pattern gonna be applied only on the texture where there is no alpha. So on this nice Boutique loop, as you can see here, no, oh yes, sorry. As you can see here, you've got alpha here on the background. If I turn on, oops, sorry. If I turn on, so I'm gonna turn off that. If I turn on alpha on the input, then the pattern gonna be applied only on the Boutique shape. Here it looks a bit smooth because of the line soft and circle soft. And then if you switch the video, you're gonna see the pattern is applied only on the alpha part, only on the non-alpha part. All right. And then you've got alpha mask. For this one, you need to apply the effect on the video itself. So let's use this one, for example. I'm gonna use this one, and we're gonna apply this directly on it. We're gonna set up a mask like this, and we're gonna use this video. So here we've got this video, the boutique video on the layer 1, the school video on the layer 2, and we've got the optical wheel on the school video. When we set the mask gonna make alpha everywhere, and so we're gonna see the video underneath. When you set alpha mask, to 1, it's gonna actually apply the mask only on the pattern, and so you're gonna see the video that is loading the pattern. So you can mix like the optical wheel like a kind of layer. A bit tricky, but you're gonna get used to it. Like just need to keep in mind that when you turn alpha mask to 1, it's gonna display the input video. When you turn alpha mask to 0, it's gonna apply the alpha to the input video, and so you're gonna see the video, the layers under. Hope it makes sense. Anyway, here you've got some parameters that I added at last minute to distort the mask. When you do some distortion here, oops, sorry, let's go back on this one. Yes. Where's the mask? Mask is there. A bit of alpha. And yeah, let's keep it like this. So when you have some distortion here, usually the mask is not really affected. It's more like a circle. But if you turn on the mask distortion multiplier, we don't see much more the name of it, but mask distortion multiplier. So then the mask gonna fade a bit more according to the texture, and this getting interesting. So you can have a good blend with the texture itself and the mask. And when you switch on this mask distortion only, all the distortion you're doing there gonna be applied only on the mask and not on the rest of the pattern, like so. So let's pause it a minute. Okay, I'm pressing pause here. Got that here. I'm gonna slow down the rotation here. And as you see, you've got mask, which is a perfect circle. When you set on the multiplier, you see the circle is mixing with the texture. And you've got different styles. So when you've got the, by default, the style is set to 0, so it means it's gonna kind of offset the position of the mask. But if you do that, it's gonna more like scale the position of the mask. So depending of the video in input, you will prefer using the scale mode rather than the offset mode. And so if you play a bit more with the softness, maybe. Yep. And so you can see, I think the scale mode need a bit more power, but without the scale mode and with the scale mode and with the offset. So yeah, when you press play back again, so you've got a better fade with the pattern. Line soft. Yep. Oops. Okay, something like this. And then if you switch on the distortion, so you've got a good blend. What's going on? That's it. And now you just need to explore the different possibilities. So when you download this plugin on VFXartShop.com, so you can so you've got with it a pack of preset that's gonna be bigger by the time I'm doing some more and I'm uploading it. And when you buy it, I give you some update for free, of course. And this is gonna help you to have some kind of ready to go generating video, so you can just play with it with no problem. It's better to not touching all of that and just keeping as it is. I mean, it's up to you, but it can be a bit dangerous and you can break some stuff. So yeah, by playing with this distort and the mask distortion, so you can have the feeling that the video, the loaded texture is really like kind of mixing uh, on the pattern and under the pattern. It can be very nice. Yep, that's it. I hope you're gonna enjoy it, and I wish you a very good mix, a very good gig, and let me know if you've got any question on the comment. Thanks for your attention. Bye.